Hey there. Start here. So yeah, we've got the Clash of Wills. I didn't have a whole lot of time to play yesterday after I did my polls for Elena, so sorry I wasn't able to get any kind of clear vids out to you guys yesterday. I'm traveling on vacation over the weekend, so I'm doing this video real quick. Right before lunch, taking a little break. Gonna try and get this quick clear video out for you guys. This is just a level 99 clear, nothing special. I won't really start on my rank 1 clear, like a serious rank 1 clear, probably till I get back from vacation. And so that'll be, Monday or Tuesday of next week. But don't worry, I will get into the nitty gritty of it next week for you guys, and hopefully get some rank 1 videos and maybe some budget videos of a level 99 clear as well. But for now, I just want to put this out to you guys so you have something to work with over the weekend. So this is a no mods clear. You could potentially throw a couple of mods, like if you have the units that I'm using here, the team I'm using here is like severe overkill. Like we're doing 5 billion damage to this thing. So you could probably add a few mods just to, just to give yourself a little bit more bonus. I wouldn't touch any of the HP mods, but you could do like Party Elemental Resist. You could probably do Enemy Defense Spirit plus 30, especially if you're doing as much overkill as I am. So try throwing in a few of these bonus mods with this clear if you want to. Just don't do the enemy AI change. That is strictly a bonus mod to use for going for rank 1. So, I wouldn't even touch that one. I'm going to leave all the mods off though, just in case, your units aren't quite as strong as what I show you here. So my FTKO team did not work. That's fine. Made a few modifications, and this is the team that I used to just clear level 99 in just a couple of turns. You could probably do it in, I'm sure there is an FTKO team out there. I haven't had enough time to really play around with it. This is a 3-turn clear. You could probably make it a 2-turn clear if you wanted to, especially if you have Kaito, because the boss does put up some undispellable defense and spirit buffs that you need to roll back using Kaito if you want to clear earlier than turn 3. If you don't have Kaito, you can still do a turn 3 clear, just making sure that you let the boss's defense and spirit buffs wear off. All right. But so even though I have Kaito, I'm still going to do a 3-turn clear for you guys here. So here's the team. Elena, of course, with the big bad leader skill. So she is only EX1. And turns out I do actually have enough shards to EX2 her once I did like the summon coin shards and all of that stuff. But I'm gonna stick with an EX1 Elena for this video, just in case you don't have an EX2 Elena. Okay. So we've got Kresnik. He's literally just here for morale fill. Elena is here to do some tanking for the first couple of turns, and then she'll do her LB on turn 3 for the burst. 2B is literally carrying this fight, so she is going to do like double the boss's HP all by herself. So really 2B is where it's at. Sylvia is here just for some mitigations, some morale fill, and to fill up Elena's LB. And then honestly, A2 is just here for some morale fill, some chaining, and to give 2B the mod boost to her LB. That's really the only thing A2 is. She doesn't even need to be EX2. She could be EX0. And then Kaito's here, of course, for breaks and for killers. All right. So I'll go through the gear real quick for you. You don't really need to worry too much about Kresnik. He's really just here to use his morale fill for 3 turns in a row. His arcane stimulant. That's literally all he's here for. I did give him, he's dual wielding with Sylvie's card for a little extra morale fill. That's about it. Okay. Elena in her normal form is a proper tank build with, she's got her STMR there, which I moogled. You don't have to use her STMR. I'll show you another high spirit greatsword in her other build in just a minute. Then just high spirit gear. But honestly, she's not going to take that much damage in a no mods clear without the enemy AI change. She's not going to take very much damage here in this fight at all. And now in her brave shift form, she's got her STMR in one hand. The other hand, we've got Save the Queen. That is the sword for, what is it, Beatrix, right? It's her great sword, and then you can upgrade it. And so that's another high spirit great sword, because she's pretty limited in her equipment. She can only wield great swords. I didn't even realize that at first. I tried to equip Mythgraven Blade on her, and I couldn't. You could always give her like equip sword or Fryevia's TMR to allow her to equip Mythgraven Blade or Sylvie's TMR or STMR or something like that. But this works just fine. And when I get her to EX2, I'll get another STMR, and she'll be dual wielding her STMRs in this form. And again, just high spirit gear, some elemental resists, her own vision card. I didn't even bother with the killers, but she has 200% to all those killers already, 300% LB damage, and she should be ready to rock and roll. All right. 2B, like I said, is doing the main damage. You see she's got a nice big fat attack stat thanks to that 750% morale skill. And then just, yeah, I mean, all the best gear. And then just make sure she's capped up on her killers. I think she's got everything. Yeah, 300 to everything. So she's leading the pack here. So just make sure she's got everything she needs. You don't have to worry about it so much in her Brave Shift form, but I basically just gave her the exact same gear. You can ignore Tyvus' Spirit. We're not using it. But yeah, all the damage is coming from her normal form LB. Sylvie, you don't have to give her Empress's Rod and Treasure Memorial Ring. It's just, it's good for filling up morale early on. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. It's not going to be a deal breaker. She is our passive provoke and evade unit, but it's not really necessary for a quick clear. In her Brave Shift form, she's dual wielding. She's got Wilk's card just for more morale gen, but if you don't have it, just put her own vision card on it. It's fine. This is just a level 99 clear, so you don't have to take it all that seriously. A2, this is just the best gear that I could give her. Dark Vision's Katana, it's not necessary. A2's not dealing that much damage. We're not even going to get to use her Hateful Blade because we're killing on turn 3. If you wanted to go to turn 4 to do a little extra damage so that she can use her Hateful Blade, that's fine. You can do that. If your units aren't quite as strong and they're just not getting it done. But this boss isn't particularly hard without all the mods turned on. Like if you don't turn on the enemy AI change, it's not particularly difficult. Okay. And then Kaito, we're just sticking to his Brave Shift form, just some basic gear here. He doesn't really need a whole lot. He basically, he's just here to chain, to do his breaks and everything, and to roll back the defense and spirit buff if you need him to. All right. So he's really just more of a support unit in this role. All right, let's get in here and see how we get this done real quick. All right, so turn 1, Kaito, he can go ahead and do Crashing Waves to get rid of the attack and mag buffs, Deep Submersion Destabilizing for some morale fill. Okay, Elena is going to do In Blizzaga, and you may be wondering, well, why are we going ice? If you remember, imbuing the party with ice, light, or dark gives a big morale bump, and 2B and A2, when they do their personal light imbues, it removes all other imbues. So we're doing this just for some morale fill. So she'll do In Blizzaga. We'll do Benediction, that's her cover, and then Sanctuary, this does the 80% typed mitigations, as well as some morale fill. Okay. So make sure Elena goes first before A2 and 2B do their imbues. Kresnik will just do Arcane Stimulant for morale fill. Paladin Sylvie will do Burgeoning Defense, Compassionate Night for the break and the sleep and paralyzed resistance, and Paladin's Resolve for some morale fill. All right, now A2 and 2B can do their imbues. So see, Inorganic Blade removes any imbues they currently have to then add light. And then she'll do Double Offensive just for some morale fill. 2B will do Avoid for the Mirage stacks and morale fill. True Charge Volt for the light imbue, that also gets rid of any other imbues she has. And then True Charge Blade for the Human Killer. Okay? And you don't have to worry about chaining them. That's, we're not doing any kind of serious damage here. Yeah, so don't really worry too much about that. So you can see morale fill isn't like a big deal. The boss isn't filling any morale on her end. So it's very, very easy to fill morale quickly in this fight, as long as you're not doing the enemy AI change. If you do the enemy AI change modification, all bets are off there on that one. So this is purely just doing doing this, you know, the easy way without any of that. So literally Kresnik, he's just going to do Arcane Stimulant every turn. All right, Sylvie can now shift. And she's going to do Poach Demon on 2B, Cheerful Paladin Strike for Morale Fill, and I've Got Your Back on Elena to fill up her LB. Now, obviously, if Elena was EX2, she'd already have her LB filled, and that would be great. But I'm assuming your Elena is only EX1. All right, A2 is going to do Yorha Type A for the 150 Light Amp, and then another double offensive heal. 2B does Supreme Support Weapon and double True Charge Blade. Kaito is going to do Torrential Downpour, Deadly Stream, Natural Flux. Elena will do Celestial... No, what am I doing? We're going to shift to her Brave Shift now, where she is going to do Grace of Procyon, which does the mod boost to her LB. Blessing of Sirius, which does the 150% ice amp for herself. And let's do Crystal Echo. That way we can have the field up. All right, you know, every little bit counts here. Okay, so she'll go ahead and do that. All right, we've got the field. It doesn't do any kind of animation, so that's a little sad, you know, but it is what it is. Yeah, so Kaito can go. He'll do all that fun stuff. Okay, and then A2 and 2B will do theirs. You can chain them up and you'll see it'll do a little bit of damage. We should knock off like 20-25% off the health here. All right, only 20%, that's not too bad. So yeah, you know, we're a little short of 200%, but that's fine. This is just a level 99 clear. You know, even if you're nowhere close to generating the amount of morale that I am, you know, don't sweat it. As you're gonna see, this is like super overkill here. All right, Sylvie can go ahead and do her LB. All right, Kresnik, he'll just do another Arcane Stimulant so you can get that, you know, morale generated score as high as possible. So Elena's Brave Shifted LB is Triple Bolting Strike, so she's gonna chain with A2. Doing Finisher. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do Triple Offensive Heal combo. Again, just to generate more morale, because 2B is going to take this. You know, she's going to do all the damage we need. And I'd like to try and get as close to maxing out all the scores as possible. Okay. And Kaito, so the boss does not have the defense and spirit buffs anymore. If you wanted to do a kill on turn 2, you would just have Kaito use his Unpredictable Tide last turn, and then you could potentially kill the boss on the previous turn. So Kaito is just going to chain with 2B. So we're going to send Kaito by A and Elena. All right, and that should wipe this boss off the map easily. There you go. Yeah, 4 billion. So, you know, we're doubling the amount of HP the boss has right there. So, easily taking that one down in 3 turns. And let's see. Yeah, so it should be almost maxed out the morale gain. That's all right. I'll take that. So yeah, 2B, as you can see, 2B is leading the way. A2 would have done more damage if we had gone with Finisher instead of doing the offensive heal combo, but you know, you don't need it. 2B did more than enough all by herself to knock this boss out. And you know, Elena doing all right. Obviously her Brave Shifted LB would do better if you did her normal form LB first for the mod boost, and then did her Brave Shifted LB. All right, but yeah, you know, just as you can see, Elena is definitely not like leading the pack in damage, but you know, decent sort of chip damage there to go along, and that's not even, you know, with using all the right buffs and doing everything properly. She's not even geared for killers and all of that stuff. All right, I'll be interested to see how she does actually in a rank 1 clear, but like I said, that'll be coming later. All right, so hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for following me. Probably won't see too much of me for the next couple of days while I'm on vacation, but as soon as I get back, I will get right to it and start hammering away at a rank 1 clear. I might do some other like quick clear guides with like different teams for a level 99 clear between now and then, but otherwise, yeah, give me a few days to to sort of rest and relax on my vacation, and then I will see you guys on the other side.